Hello, fellow Rosarians. Thank you for joining me. My David Austins are here. Super excited to share them with you. So the box arrived today and the carrier left it. And so I didn't get to see the box before he left, but I wanted to share with you how it looks. So look at this. I mean, it looks like some liquid spilled on it. The whole bottom is completely re-taped up. And it has a smell of laundry detergent. So before we get into that, let's talk about David Austin. I love them. I love their guarantee. I love their roses. I just have a passion for English roses. And they do have grafted roses that are on Dr. Huey, and then they have own root. So you just have to make sure that you look in the descriptions to see exactly what you're buying if you have a preference either way. For me, if it's a variety that I want, I will buy it with Dr. Huey rootstock, and it'll be fine here. There's a discount available if you're an American Rose Society member. To get that discount, you have to call them on the phone and give your ARS number. So I think that the American Rose Society is a great benefit to be able to get discounts from all of the vendors. Will you talk to the same person when you call? Yes. You can reach them usually through chat. If you call on the phone, sometimes during their really busy season, don't be surprised if you get the voicemail. You can leave a voicemail, but I find that they're super responsive if I just send an email. Very important before we get into this. David Austin is one of the only vendors that does not specify grade 1 roses. You'll see there's one vendor that specifies grade 1.5. Across the board, all bare roots are typically grade 1, with the exception of David Austin. So I have a caveat here that I've added to my unboxings so that you all are aware. I'd hate for you to get your David Austin roses and then be upset if they're not grade 1. In my case, several years, I will look at a rose and it'll be on the smaller side. And I want it so badly that I'm willing to accept that it may not be truly a grade 1 rose, which means 3 canes the size of a pencil, because I want that variety. Keep in mind, they've got that 5-year warranty. It is unparalleled. Besides Brex, that's got unlimited, you're not going to beat 5 years. And they are so easy to work with. And many of you know about the unfortunate incident that I had last year, losing several $100s worth of roses. And I was so panicked to call them and talk to them about that. And they just made it go away. So we all have roses that die. It just happens, and that's just a part of gardening. You win some, you lose some, and you hope that the percentage is on the higher side of the roses that you're keeping. But you want to make sure that you are working with a vendor and buying from a vendor that supports you. And more often than not, if I'm working with a small business, they are more than happy to take care of a warranty issue because they want you to be happy. So just take that into account when you're buying from a vendor. Look at all of the feedback, mine as well as all of your peers, to find out what their experience was with that vendor. But I love David Austin. So let's go ahead and get into this. They have a 10% increase every year. So if you are looking at the website from last year, you're going to see that all the prices went up 10%. Not a big deal. So the older varieties are $32 and the new releases are $34. So what does that mean? We should all expect that next season, all of the roses will then be $34, and I anticipate that the new releases will be $36. They just keep on going up $2 every year. So let's plan on that. The shipping stayed the same from last year. You cannot beat getting over $100 worth of roses, and there's a flat rate of $25. So like we did with Palatine, I'm just going to go through these and put up on the screen the variety. So I'm expecting over 30 roses. They strive for grade 1, but it's just a factor of whatever was in their field available. So what are we hoping for? That the bag has been completely enclosed, that the canes are bright green, the crown is firm, the canes are firm, and that there's no growth on the roots. Looking at this, do you see the bag is open? I can tell that there's a lot of moisture in here. It's such dirty business when you open a bag from David Austin. Usually there's a packing list in there that's covered in mud. But let's go ahead and get into this. I'm going to have to take a glove off. So I've left one glove off so that I can feel the roots. They're very wet. The Lady's Blush, already starting to flush out. This is a grade 1 rose. We're taking a look at the root itself. Everything looks good with this rose. Okay, and then we've talked about advantageous roots. This has advantageous roots all over the roots, and that's okay. It's huge. Lady Emma Hamilton, we are going to pray for this rose. I have tried her 6 times in my yard. I want you to make it. You're welcome here. You're going to be beautiful. You're not inferior. We're going to give her a pep talk every day. Okay, this one is Lady Emma. Another Lady Emma. Lady Emma. Lady Emma. This is my 4th one, I think. Lady Emma. How many is that?
5. Did you double click the cart?
Maybe. Okay, this is Lady Emma. And this is Lady Emma. Well, I went crazy on Lady Emma, it looks like.
That's 7.
All right, guys, I can take these gloves off now. In my dream world, unboxing from David Austin, I would not have so much mud, but I love the roses so much, and so with that, I guess I kind of look forward to unboxing a muddy box. So if we look at that box from the beginning, I was really worried because it looked like something had been spilled on it, but I think it must have been from another box and shipment because they are perfectly fine. Even though the plastic was not completely sealed around it, I hope you could see. These are so moist, and I had to wear gloves to unpack it, so no concerns. I am going to put them in water for 24 hours to soak them, and then we'll go ahead and get them in the ground. So let's look really quick at the pricing on this. As I mentioned earlier, they offer a 10% discount for being an American Rose Society member. Please get your membership because it's so worth it. I think the $40 that you spend for the American Rose Society membership, it takes care of so many different vendors from David Austin, Witherspoon, Northland, High Country. I mentioned that the price is going to be $32 to $34. We're going to go with the $32 because the majority of the roses on the website are $32. So 5 roses at $32 is going to be $160. You get flat rate shipping if it's above $100, so we're going to take $25 for our shipping. what a steal. So $160 for 5 roses, shipping is $25. That total is $185. So keep in mind you're going to get that 10% off. If you're an American Rose Society member, so that'll be another $18 off of that. You've also got that 5-year guarantee. So if there is a rose that you're interested in and they have it not only at David Austin, but another one of these vendors, take into account the price, the warranty, and the size. So the most cost effective right now is Burpee, and keep in mind they have grade 1.5 roses. And the most expensive right now is Jackson & Perkins that we've unboxed from this year, and you'll see that David Austin is right there in the middle of the stack. I've got one more bare root unboxing to share with you this season. If you haven't already subscribed to the channel, please consider doing so, and I'll see you in the next one.